Alright YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy Andrew. We're back at it today with another video. Today's video I got 3 Nike pickups here for you guys. And all 3 of these pickups you can get on the retail. I know there's been a lot of hype Nike shoes. Nike's back to making things limited. Things are starting to resell for a little bit of money again. So a lot of people are complaining. But in this video, that is not going to be the case. I got 3 shoes right here, all for under retail. And 2 out of 3 pairs, since they are the same model, they are one of the more comfortable Nike retros probably on the market, if not the most comfortable Nike retro. Before we begin, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe, and feel free to follow me on Instagram to see how I style all my sneakers and outfits. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Starting off with the collaboration pair, as you guys can see, we got an Undefeated Nike box. Undefeated and Nike are no strangers when it comes to collaborations. I feel like they drop a new collaboration every single quarter. Cannot wait for those Air Jordan 4s to come out. Hopefully buying these increases my chances of getting those 4s. I don't think that's going to be the case. Really cool packaging. We got a marathon inspired box. Flip this box open. We have Nike and Undefeated paper. And then the shoes did come with white laces. Enough of the box. Let's get to the shoes. And here they are, the Nike Spiridon by Undefeated in the cargo khaki colorway. Now, Undefeated's done a few Spiridons the last month or two. The first one they did was like a navy blue and green. Those dropped only at Undefeated stores. And I believe there was only like 3,000 pairs of those. So those were very limited. And then recently, just about 2 weeks ago, they dropped this colorway and they dropped another colorway, which was like a white, black, and cream. Not sure the exact colorway. I'll put a picture up on the screen, but you guys should know what I'm talking about. I had to go with the cargo khaki colorway because if you guys have been watching this channel, you guys know I love olive green and you guys know I love orange. And this cargo khaki and orange, I mean, this is signature Undefeated. Obviously, those 4s are going to be this olive green and orange. But Undefeated, I feel like every time they drop a Nike collaboration, they always have this cargo khaki and orange. They did it on Humeras. They did it on Undefeated 97s. Those are the first 2 shoes that came to mind. I'm sure there's plenty more. Into some of the details on the Spiridons. Tons of Undefeated branding on the shoe. Gotta start off with the Undefeated logo on the tongue along with the Nike swoosh. Absolutely love the way they did this tongue. Got this Undefeated blue tag on the back. And then one thing they did that was really cool that I didn't really notice at first until I was actually looking at the shoe was on the pull tab. It says Undefeated Spiridon. It has the abbreviations for each word going throughout the pull tab. Really nice touch. We got Undefeated logo on the bottom as long as Undefeated abbreviation in orange. Comes to details, you got the patent leather swoosh outlined in olive green. Really nice detail. And then one thing Undefeated did in comparison to the OG Spiridon, which we are going to get into. Now, Undefeated actually added suede on the upper. Suede feels really good. And then you got that mini Nike swoosh in orange. And one other difference I just noticed while I was prepping for this video is that the inner collar on this Undefeated pair is actually a bit thicker than the inner collar on the OG Spiridon pair that we're about to get into next. But I just thought that was pretty interesting. I just love the way this material feels on the inner collar. Has like kind of like a carbon fiber look to it. Really nice details, really good shoe, and a very wearable shoe. Speaking of wearability and sizing on the Nike Spiridon OG, a lot of people were asking me on Instagram when I wore these how these fit. Personally, I find they fit true to size, so that's why I recommend. However, they do fit a bit narrow. But one interesting thing in comparing these to the OG Spiridons is that these Undefeated ones fit not as narrow as the OGs. Just by a tad, it wasn't crazy, but you could definitely feel the difference on foot. I don't know why that is because the shape is exactly the same. I still recommend going true to size. However, if you do have a wider foot, you might want to go half size up just to be sure. So once again, they still are narrow. They just aren't as narrow as the OG Spiridons. Not to mention, this upper is all 3M. I'll take a picture with the flash on, but the 3M is absolutely crazy in these. Kind of reminds me of the John all black Asics. Love the 3M details. Yeah, I absolutely love these. Don't want to talk too much about that, but if you still are looking for a pair, I believe this colorway is still on Undefeated and pretty much a full size run. The other colorway sold out, but I'm pretty sure you could probably get these for under retail or close to retail. But yeah, I'll leave the link down below nonetheless. All right, getting to the next pickup, we have the OG colorway of the Spiridon. Now this one, released back in February, I believe. Can't remember, but I really wanted these when they came out, but they just dropped along with so much other stuff, so I had to pass. Luckily enough, I was scrolling on Notre Shop one day, and they had this colorway on sale for like $120. Luckily enough, they had my size left, so I decided to grab them. Otherwise, I was not going to pay the full $160. They were under retail on StockX, but when you add fees and everything, it came out to be like $160, and I just didn't want to pay $160 for this particular colorway. But I was able to get them on sale. No-brainer cop for me. But I really do like this colorway. I love the metallic red swoosh. It pops so nicely. Differences between this one and the Undefeated pair, there is no suede on this upper. And as I mentioned, the liner is not as thick as the Undefeated pair. As far as comfort goes, I find the Spiridons to be super comfortable. I've been wearing these to the gym a lot, particularly this pair. Haven't worn Undefeateds too much. I really enjoy the comfort in the back heel. It kind of propels your foot forward. That's how it felt when I was walking the track in them. So super comfortable for a Nike Retro. So if you're looking for a good Nike Retro you can wear every day, definitely recommend the Spiridons. All right, last pair here. We have an absolute classic. We got the Air Force One linen. Now, you guys know me. I'm not really a big Air Force One guy. If you follow me on Instagram, there's probably maybe 2 pictures that I've posted wearing Air Force Ones. So I'm not a big Air Force One guy. Always wanted this linen colorway. I don't know what it was, but when I first saw the shoe back in, I believe, 2016, I just thought this was like the best colorway of the Air Force One. Obviously, I knew they were super hyped. I really didn't have anything to do with it. I just love the way this tan leather and this pink just comes together. I mean, this is a beautiful spring-summer shoe. And in my opinion, this is the best Air Force One of all time. So happy I was able to pick these up from one of my homies that was getting rid of some pairs. He said he wore these like once or twice, hooked me up for a really good price, and I decided to finally pull the trigger on them. I was so close to copying them on StockX because they're super under retail, but I just kept putting it off. And I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to do it. I've been eyeing this shoe for a year since it came out, and I'd rather have my money go to one of my friends than the StockX, so I figured why not. But yeah, these don't disappoint in hand. Cannot wait to wear these this summer. It's pretty crazy that a shoe that was so hyped up for so many years and was such a grail to some is just going way under retail on StockX. It's also crazy I took an L on these when they first came out just so people could sell these and take a loss. That doesn't make any sense to me. Another thing that doesn't make sense to me is that Nike just brought out a canvas pair. I do like those canvas Air Force Ones. However, I hate the way canvas shoes crease. So I could just never do a canvas Air Force One. I probably would wear them one time and just never want to wear them again because they just crease so bad in my opinion. But they do look clean. But definitely, if you had to pick one or the other, leather or canvas, you got to go with the leather. I mean, this is the original pair. Once again, that canvas is nice, but leather Air Force Ones all day over canvas Forces. It doesn't really matter the color either. That should just be a general fact. But anyways, I won't ramble too long on these. Pretty classic Nike shoe. Nothing really needs to be said. You guys let me know what your favorite Air Force One is of all time in the comments down below. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.